What's going on, weasels? It's your host, Mama's Backhand, bringing you another gameplay with the Remington 870 shotgun, going hard. Wanted to let you guys know, before we get started on today's rant, I went 41-8. It's a pretty awesome gameplay. Using the laser sight and the long barrel, kind of shows you my mood for today. Dropped a new series on the channel yesterday called Tuesday Morning Quarterbacks. If you haven't checked that out, it's on the channel, uploaded. Check that out. It's sort of a preface to what we got going on here today, and that is how they're handling the Robert Griffin III / RG3 dilemma, the knee, RG knee, if you will. Let's get started. As everybody probably knows, if you're a sports fan, he shredded his knee. The Shanahan's tried to come out and say it's not that bad. They're looking at MRIs. They had to take him down to Dr. James Andrews in Pensacola, Florida to get another MRI because they don't know what it looks like. They don't know how bad it is, blah, blah, blah. That's bullshit. It's complete and utter bullshit. They know exactly what it's like. They know exactly how it should look, what it should look like, how it should act, how it should feel. For God's sakes, in 2009, the guy had rubber bands and screws put in. You don't think they looked at his knee extensively before they drafted him? Come on. There's a lady around here, a columnist named Sally Jenkins, put out a crucial article just ripping Mike Shanahan for everything he's done, how he handled it, how he's continuing to handle it. Stole a couple of her lines. I wanted to read them to you guys. I don't know if you're from the DC area, if you got a chance to catch up on that, but they're awesome. So I'm going to read you just one or two short clips, and then we're going to discuss. Clip number 1 from Ms. Jenkins goes like this. Do you think for a moment they didn't study MRIs of that knee as if it were Sanskrit before giving up those draft choices for him? You think they don't know exactly what his knee should look like? Basically what I just covered came straight from her, like I said, and that's 100% truth. They gave away 3 draft picks for this guy. You don't think they know exactly what his knee should look like? Come on, guys. The most valuable player in 25 years for the Redskins. You don't think they did a little bit of research on his knee? I'll bet if you asked Mike to draw you a picture of his knee, he'd come real close to exactly what it looked like on draft day. The second clip I wanted to get from Sally Jenkins, kind of a dig on Mike Shanahan, but I'm not a huge fan anyway, so kind of wanted to share it with you guys. Hopefully you can get a laugh just like I got. What she said was Shanahan may be too flinty and defensive to say it, but he made quite simply one of the worst decisions of his life as a head coach. And it's hard to believe that behind closed doors, away from the second-guessing media, he isn't ramming his head into a wall over it. Now, while I know that's probably not true, it should be. You can't tell me, like I said, he's already got his knee constructed once. His right knee has already been reconstructed. In 2009, he got rubber bands and screws and everything else they put into a knee to make it work like it used to once upon a time. You can't tell me Mike Shanahan doesn't know exactly what that knee should look like. Dr. James Andrews, like I said in the other video, I'll probably link it down in the description below, but Dr. James Andrew is one of the most well-respected orthopedic surgeons in the world, and he's our consultant. Dan Snyder has more than enough money to pay his salary, probably several times over. There's no excuse. There is just no excuse for putting him back in the game when he's just dragging his leg around. He's a lame horse. Put him out of his misery. Cover it in ice. Tell him good season. Whatever you have to do to calm him down, because you know he wants to play. I'm sure that was the reason why he was playing. Put him on the bench. Strap him down. Tell him you love him. Tell him you have his best interest at heart. Tell him he's making plenty of money. He doesn't need to worry about proving to anybody that he's a tough kid. We had no pressure on us going into the playoffs. We didn't have to prove anything. All we needed was to see that RG3 can play, which we know he can. We just wanted to, I heard a metaphor, I guess, a simile, some sort of comparison. Anyway, we wrecked the Ferrari. We spent 3 first-round draft picks on a Ferrari. We got him. We used him. It was like a kid in a candy shop. We couldn't be stopped almost. I know we lost 6 games. I don't mean that literally, but we had one of the most dynamic players to come out in years, probably since Michael Vick. And now we have the thought of maybe a 6 to 12 month recovery for our Ferrari. That's going to be in the shop. It's already in the shop. Dr. James Andrews already did the surgery. I bet he's all wrapped up. He's got his ice pack. It's a sad state of affairs, guys. I'm upset about it. We're paying Mike Shanahan millions of dollars to make the call that everybody on their couch could have done. Mike Shanahan just couldn't do it. Anyway, that's it. 41-8, like I said, all the time I got. Weasels, have a good one. Till next time.